Every time you start the machine or before it goes off automatically, the machine does rinse itself. Predominantly, the central spout where espresso and coffee is being made is done automatically by itself. You also get some water running through the interior and the internal components, and that gathers into the drip tray. So that's done automatically. One of the most important daily maintenances you need to do with any Jura, including the J8 Twin, is the milk cleaning, the cleaning of the milk pipe system. If you've used the machine for milk-based drinks during the day, that's what you have. If you haven't, if you only use it, let's say for coffee or Americano, the machine will not even require for you to do any cleaning, of course. But we've just made a drink with the machine, so we're done with it. It's done for the day. So we're going to put the milk pipe back in here. This is provided, by the way. There's a settings bar here, and you will see it says clean the milk system in the status section right there. So as soon as we press that, the machine is going to tell you everything you need to do, but essentially this comes with the machine. It's the tablets you need. It's like a really cool system. It's just one shot of this in here. Press next, and it says you know, make sure the pipe is connected here, and also it tells you make sure that spout is sitting right in here, and take a look as to see why. And this is lined up properly, so that should be good. Press start. And now this process will take about 5 minutes. This gives us an opportunity while you watch what's going on here, because what's going on here is the tablets I put in here are dissolved, and the machine is going to draw that, use the water from the container here to dilute this solution, and then take it through to thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly, clean the milk pipe system. These samples, this is a sample, this is provided. As far as daily maintenance is concerned, and something that costs, this is it, there's nothing else. However, there's two other types of maintenance required with Jura coffee machines. One is a filter, and the filter really does depend on your water hardness and also the usage, obviously. The thing is this, if you do use filters, not only they recommend it because it makes a difference in the taste, the water is filtered. You see the water is getting pulled through here. It also removes, you don't need to descale the machine if you use filters, which is good, because descaling tablets also cost money. There's also actual cleaning of the brew unit. Cleaning tablets, these are provided. There's 2 here. You can also buy extras. They don't cost a lot. I think a pack of 6 is 20 bucks. And the machine will obviously prompt you and show you what you need to do, but it's pretty easy. Put a container here, this container, and put a tablet in the ground coffee chute. Okay, there's 3 capacity sizes that you should take into consideration. The water tank, the bean hopper, and the drip tray. This is a full-size Jura machine, so it's a 1.9 liter water tank, which is really helpful. 2 bean hoppers, each at 180 grams. But one of the most important things that you have to deal with on a daily basis is the drip tray, because, well, you have to empty out the drip tray every once in a while. Because it's a full-size machine and the way it's designed, this drip tray is good for approximately 16 drinks before you'd have to take it out and empty it out. Once you do take it out, just so you know, first of all, take it out when the machine is on, because these drip trays have sensors. And I'll show you, there's sensors right at the back here. And if the sensor isn't detected when the machine is off, then it'll ask you to empty the drip tray, not knowing that you already did it. But you get a really nice size bean hopper, bean puck container, and also the wastewater will go in here, which you can, it's covered so it doesn't spill out. Again, very healthy specs as far as the bean hopper is concerned, because you're not constantly throwing out wastewater and the bean pucks. Well, the footprint is a very important question, and lucky for you, I have a handy small little measuring tape. So let's take a look. Now keep in mind they built these knowing that it's going to go in a counter where there's a valance here on top. So it's not a big deal. But as far as the depth is concerned, you're going to need about 17 inches of clearance as far as depth. As far as the width of the machine, you're just under 12 inches. So let's say 12 inches to be on the safe side. And as far as the height is concerned, now I'll give you two measures for the height. One is the actual coffee machine, which is 14 inches tall, but that's not all the height you need because you will require to remove the water tank. Now it's really smart with these machines. The water tank is on the side, not on the back, so it's convenient. But you do need to bring the water tank up about this much. So I would say 16 inches before you can actually pull it out. I would say you would need about 16 inches of clearance just to be on the safe side. Let me see if that's correct. And oh yeah, for sure. By 16 inches height, you should be good. One of the most common questions we get is cup sizes. What cup size can you fit under the spouts? A lot of times these are people who have big mugs they take to work on daily basis in the morning. Two different measurements. The central spout, obviously these are adjustable. The central spout can go as low as just about 2.5 inches and as high as just about 4.5 inches. So up to 4.5 inches tall for the central spout. But for the side spout, your cup should be 4 inches. 4.25 roughly, all the way up to 6, and I would say 6 inches just to be on the safe side. You have a little bit of space there, but 6 inches. Well, absolutely. You can use any Jura super automatic coffee machine with their app, which is called the Joe app. It's J8 for short. It's Jura Operating Experience. And this machine particularly does connect through a Wi-Fi connect. And you can see that by removing the bean hopper. You'd see there's a Wi-Fi connect already installed in the machine. So you can definitely have this machine connected through Wi-Fi to the Joe app, and you can do multiple variations of things through that app, including update the machine if need be. Now, one of the things you'll see with the J8 and the J8 Twin is the coffee eye. And what is coffee eye? What does it do? Well, it's a sensor. It's down here. You can see it if I pull this up. That's a sensor that senses if a cup is here. The best way I thought I could demonstrate what it does is by turning it off. So you know what happens when you don't have coffee eye. For me to turn it off, I go into settings and operating instructions. The first one is coffee eye, and it's inactive, active option, and inactive. So I'm going to make it inactive right now. And I'm going to place my cup here in this central spout because I don't know, or I forgot, or whatever it is. This central spout, by the way, is only meant for espresso and coffee, no milk-based drinks. But I'm going to place my cup here and press flat white. Okay, so the machine says make sure you change if you wanted to do this for sweet foam. That's fine. Thing is, it's starting to make a drink for me, and I'm on my merry way getting things out of the fridge or getting other things ready, and the machine is going to start making that drink. The first thing you'll notice is that any milk-based drink is produced here. So I'm going to come back to a mess of a situation just to avoid making further messes here. That's what the coffee eye does. You see, I'm going to repeat the same thing and turn the coffee eye on. Okay, now let me turn a coffee eye back on. I go into settings and I go into operating instructions, coffee eye active, and save up there. And we're good. And let's see what the machine does now. I'm going to make the same flat white again. First thing it says is, hey, you need to move, because you're choosing a milk-based drink, is position the cup under the fine foam frother. So automatically tells you I need the cup to be here. and then you press next. And then it goes through the motion of making that drink. So it's a very useful feature if in case you need that extra help. So that's one of the biggest questions we get, because people would sometimes wake up at different times in the morning, and you don't want to make yourself a coffee first thing in the morning and wake everybody up. Number two is a lot of times these could be used in small offices and things like that, and you don't want to have to stop meetings just because someone wanted espresso. Let me tell you, this is one of the quietest machines out there. It's surprisingly quiet. It's thanks to the new grinder Jura is using called the PAG3s. Okay, well, the Jura J8 Twin and its sister, the J8, which only has one bean hopper, sit in between the S8 and the Z10 at the top end. But what are the differences? Now, you have to understand this is 2025, and the current S8 model, it's been around for a few years and it's on its way out. So keep that in mind. Take this with a grain of salt. But the J8 sits just under the Z10. Let's see what it misses if you don't get the Z10. Number one, the J8 is not able to produce cold brews. Now, if you find yourself having a lot of iced drinks, you'll find that probably the Z10 would be a better model for you. But then keep in mind, when we say cold brew, this is not a nitro cold brew that you would imagine chilled out of the coffee machine, which the Z10, the next model up, produces. It's room temperature cold brew. So keep that in mind. It doesn't get the cold brew, but it does get pretty much everything else, except you also are missing the central spout. So you'll notice with the J, the milk-based or specialty-based drinks are produced on this spout, and espresso and coffee are made in the central spout. The next model up, which is the Z, has one central spout for both of those type of drinks. And the biggest difference that makes on your daily life is if you wanted to make 2 cappuccinos, lattes, or any milk-based drinks at the same time, you can't do that with the J models, but you could with the Z models. Now, that's the difference between the J and the Z. How about the S? Now, the S model, again, it's an unfair comparison because the J is a new model. The S, it's been around for a while. It does have a touchscreen with the S model as well, but it's missing quite a lot of different features that the J offers, including a larger water tank, including the panoramic screen, including a sweet foam function, including the coffee eye, the bean hoppers, and the grinder is much newer on the J models than it is on the S model. So it's a further step up, much further step up from the S model, but pretty close to the Z, and they've also priced it that way. Being worth the investment means different things for different people. But the basics of it is, if I'm going to invest the money into this machine, well, how long usage can I get out of it? Let me tell you. We have countless number of customers who've had their Juras for years, and I'm talking 15, 20 years. As a matter of fact, Jura carries parts for 20 years for all of their models. So yes, as far as quality and longevity is concerned, you're gonna get your money's worth. This is the best brand when it comes to quality of any super automatic coffee machine out there. The other thing that you should keep in mind is, well, am I going to get the same consistency? Well, here's the thing. The quality of the latte you're gonna get today needs to be the same in 5 years, in 10 years, and in 15 years. And they do that really well with the Juras. One of the reasons we love selling Juras is because they are so accessible. First of all, they come with a really comprehensive warranty. It's a full 2-year warranty on all components and the labor. Not only that, they are really good at getting to you if you have any questions or concerns and troubleshooting over the phone, for instance. All the warranty is handled by Jura National Service Centre here in Mississauga, Ontario. Now, hopefully by now you know all you need to know about the J8 Twin, and you've decided if this is the right model for you, and if it is, what's next? Well, we at Coffee Warehouse ship these free of charge to all Canadian provinces. We also offer a 90-day price match guarantee and a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. We offer financing. We also show and send you videos on how to use the machine in case you have any questions, so there's no surprises. If I missed anything, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out. We are here and happy to help.